Hey there, do you like making granny squares but hate changing colors and sewing in the ends? Well, Red Heart has made this granny square yarn, and you're supposed to just be able to make the granny square without having to change any colors, and it's supposed to come out like this. And so I bought a few and I thought I would try it. So let's try. Okay, so it says to use a 5.5 ml crochet hook. Not back there. But some people say that you should size down with it. So I got both, a 5.0 and a 5.5. I'm going to first try the 5.5 and see how it works out. If I'm not getting it right, I'll size down on my crochet hook. Okay, so this color is called Pink Punch. Oh, there's a little purple. Okay, the only thing is I still have a little purple there, so I'm going to go back, redo it, and make my tail a little bit longer. Okay, the directions do call for the chain method and not the magic circle, so I'm trying that. I prefer the magic circle method, but that's just me. Okay, so this time I just have a little tiny bit of the purple on the end here. So when I connect and do my slip knot in here, you'll just have a tiny bit of purple, which doesn't bother me much. Okay, so I have a little bit of that purple. And for my tail, I kind of stitch around. I kind of put the tail around the chain and kind of stitch around the tail as well. So that way when I weave it, I have less to weave. Right now I'm going to start the next round. Okay, so I managed to actually make the first row with using the 5.5. So maybe I work a little tight, but there we go. I got it, and I'm going to go on to row 2. Okay, so this time I still have a little bit more purple going into the third round, so I could just go back and maybe make a little bit more looser on some of these. Maybe not do the whole, maybe not undo the whole thing, but I think I'm going to undo 2 of the corners and just go a little bit looser. Okay. All right, so I got this round done. And it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Just might have to go back and redo some things sometimes. But so far pretty easy. I think I got one more round to do. One more row, I think that's what they call it, row. One more row to do. And so far I'm liking it. Not too difficult. So on this row, I almost made it. Now I'm in the pink, and I was wrong. I have 2 more rows. So it ends with the white. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows that should make, and it's supposed to make 14 granny squares in the whole thing of yarn. So let's see if that does. Okay, so this time I came really close and have the last double crochet in there. So I'm going to just undo maybe a few and make them a little bit tighter. Okay, so I'm going to undo all of the blue and then size down on my hook, and hopefully that'll work. Okay, so what's nice about this is if you're the type of person that tends to skip corners, accidentally like leave a corner off, when you get to the end, you'll realize you have more of one color, and so it forces you to go back and look at your work. Okay, so I think I've got the blue row down, finally. Okay, so with this yarn, it's nice you don't have to weave in ends. Or weave as much. I mean, you still have the front one and the last one to weave, and you don't have to change your colors. but it does take longer to find the right tension. So I don't know if this is actually faster. I am supposed to be able to get 14 squares out of one roll of yarn. So hopefully by the time I get my 14, I should be a pro at this. I also got different colors. I got a whole bunch of different colors. I got a whole bunch of different colors, and I want to make a big blanket out of them. Maybe one of those ones you see on TV that go over the couch with the classic granny squares. Super excited. Always wanted to make one of those. But I hate weaving in ends, and it's also time consuming, which hopefully, okay, by the time I finish maybe one skein of yarn, one ball, one roll, I should hopefully be faster. And okay, so be sure to subscribe to my channel, because my next video I will let you know if I get 14 out of this row, as well as showing you how the other colors turn out. This yarn does have some fraying that you have to watch out. It is Red Heart, and Red Heart does have that rougher texture that some people don't like. Putting your finished pieces through the wash does make it softer. So if you want to use Red Heart yarn to make a blanket, I usually put it inside like a garment bag or like a mesh bag with holes, so it doesn't get caught in part of the washer. I kind of just wash it on a gentle cycle and then air dry it. Okay, so here it is, my finished granny square using the Red Heart granny square yarn. I'm not sponsored, and so I did finish it with only having to weave in 2 ends of the yarn instead of all of the ends of the yarn, and I do need to block it. Okay, so alright, so hit the thumbs up if you like my granny square, and leave a comment letting me know if you would like to try this yarn. It's a little more expensive than the regular Red Heart yarn, but you do get more colors in a row. So if I wanted all of these colors, I would have to buy 5 rows, and then... Okay, like I said before, my next video, or at least one of my next videos, I will show you what the other colors of yarn look like in a granny square, and I'll let you know if I could get 14 out of one square. So be sure to subscribe to see that video. Here she is, my final square.